The new CEO didn't even shake my hand. He just looked at my name badge, smirked, and said, "Pack your things. You're done." That was his first day. But the very next morning, his own secretary burst into his office screaming my name. And what she revealed about him did more damage than I ever could have imagined. And yes, it ended with the CEO begging for help. If you've ever been treated unfairly, if someone ever underestimated you, this story will feel like justice. Hit like, click subscribe, and tell me in the comments if you've ever wanted to take revenge on a horrible boss. Alright, let's begin. I had worked at the company for 18 years. Not glamorous work. Not high-paying. But I had built most of the internal systems, trained half the staff, and solved headaches nobody else even understood. People joked that if you unplugged me from the company, the entire building might collapse. I didn't mind. I liked helping. I liked knowing things worked because of me. Then everything changed. The board hired a new CEO, Marcus Hale. A man known for cutting costs, cleaning house, and replacing old staff with his own people. On his very first morning, he walked into the building with a cold smile. He didn't greet anyone. He walked like he owned the world. And then, he saw me. Or more accurately, he saw my age. I stood up to introduce myself. "Good morning, sir, I'm..." He raised his hand. "Save it," he said. "HR will handle your exit." My stomach dropped. "Exit? Sir, I'm..." "You're fired. Effective immediately." Just like that. No explanation. No meeting. No reason. It felt like my entire career was tossed into a trash can. Inside, I felt heat crawling up my face. My chest felt tight. My hands shook as I packed my things. People watched silently. Some looked sad. Some looked afraid he would fire them next. As I walked out of the building, every step felt heavier. 18 years gone, in 30 seconds. And the worst part? I didn't even know why. But he was about to learn that some people you should never underestimate. That night, I barely slept. I kept replaying the moment in my head. His smile. His arrogance. The way he dismissed me like I was nothing. I felt small. I felt useless. I felt angry. Really angry. I needed answers. Why fire me? Why on day one? Why without speaking to me? Around 2 a.m., I got a text from someone unexpected. Clara, the CEO's secretary. We had always been friendly. She knew how much I helped keep the company running. Her text said, "Call me early tomorrow. It's important." My heart raced. Did she know something? Was the firing illegal? The next morning, as I made coffee, my phone rang. It was Clara, and she sounded furious. "I'm coming to his office early," she said. "Meet me in the lobby." You deserve to hear this. I didn't know what to expect. Reinstatement? An apology? Probably not. But what I learned that morning was so shocking. So corrupt. I actually felt sick. Clara marched into the lobby like a storm. Her eyes were blazing. Her voice was shaking with anger. "He fired you because he wanted your salary," she said. What? She explained everything. Marcus had promised the board he would cut costs. But his plan wasn't to make the company better. No, he wanted to fire longtime employees. So he could hire his personal friends into those positions at higher salaries. He fired me because he assumed I was old, expensive, and replaceable. But he didn't know one small detail. I was the only person who understood the company's internal system. The one that handled payroll, billing, security access, and workflow. The system that I built. Clara leaned closer. He doesn't know how anything works. He thought firing you would make him look powerful. She crossed her arms. Instead, he just destroyed himself. And then she said the magic words. I'm helping you. He deserves whatever's coming. I felt a spark in my chest, a feeling stronger than anger. It was justice waking up. Within minutes, we came up with a plan. A plan that wasn't illegal. Wasn't harmful. Wasn't sabotage. Just pure, simple poetic justice. We wouldn't break anything. We would simply leave him alone. With the very system he thought he didn't need me for. Let the man drown in his own arrogance. Clara smirked. He wants control? Fine. Let him have all of it. Now the real show begins. When Marcus arrived the next morning, he looked surprised to see me sitting in the lobby. What are you doing here? He snapped. I smiled politely. Returning company property, sir. He rolled his eyes. Fine. Leave it and go. I handed him a small box of USB drives, manuals, and access cards, the things the company required me to return. But here's the thing. None of these items contained instructions. Because I was the instruction manual. For 18 years. I left the building without saying another word. Now Clara moved in. She stormed into his office so loudly that 3 departments heard her. You fired the only person who knows how to run this place. He froze. What are you talking about? She threw a stack of reports on his desk. These are error logs. The entire system is crashing because nobody knows how to operate it. He looked pale. Just call IT. She laughed. You are the IT now. You fired IT. Clara wasn't done. She exposed everything. The payroll system wouldn't run. The billing cycle was frozen. Security access was malfunctioning. The board was asking questions. His friends were asking when they could start. Marcus began sweating through his suit. Bring him back, he shouted. Call him. Now. Clara folded her arms. Why would he return? You didn't even give him a reason when you fired him. He swallowed hard. Just bring him in. She called me. I didn't smile. I didn't raise my voice. I spoke calmly. I'll come in. We can talk. When I entered his office, Marcus stood up quickly, trying to act confident. Look, maybe we got off on the wrong foot. No, I said. You fired me because you thought I was old and useless. He froze. Even Clara stared at him. I need you back, he said quietly. I'll give you a raise. A big one. I shook my head. I already accepted another job. They respect me there. His face dropped. I continued. But I'll do you one favor. He leaned forward. Yes? Anything. I'll give you a list of everything you need to fix. And how long it will take. And how much it'll cost to replace me. I handed him a folder. A very thick folder. Inside was a full breakdown. System overview. Infrastructure map. Training schedule. Maintenance requirements. Cost estimate, $420,000 per year. His jaw literally dropped. You were doing all of this? He looked destroyed. I simply said, you should really think before firing people. and I walked out for the final time. 3 weeks later, I heard the news. Marcus was fired by the board. Clara sent me the message with confetti emojis. Turns out the board learned everything, including the fact that Marcus tried to replace skilled employees with his friends. The company rehired me as a consultant. At double my old salary. Sweet revenge. Sometimes revenge isn't loud. Sometimes it isn't cruel. Sometimes you just step aside and let people trip over their own arrogance. And trust me, they always do. If you enjoyed this story of justice, hit that like button, subscribe for more amazing revenge stories, and tell me in the comments. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever heard of? I'd love to feature your story next.